Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be Wyatt's 18-month update. He did turn 18 months on November 9th, but I wanted to wait until after his doctor's appointment to get his accurate weight and all of that to share with you guys. And I guess that's the best place to start with those stats, I guess. So he's 22 pounds, 13 ounces, which puts him in the 30th percentile. So he's not the smallest baby ever, but he's definitely not nearly as big as Max. Max was always in like the high 90th percentiles for everything. So this is very new for me. He's in 18-month clothing. Some is like 12 to 18 months, like this shirt he's wearing is 12 to 18 months, and it fits him pretty good. The sleeves are starting to get a little short, but it works, huh? And he is wearing size 4 diapers. Now, with all the boring stats out of the way, I think I'm going to start off with his eyes. Whenever he meets someone for the first time, that's what they are immediately drawn to and comment on. He has the most beautiful wispy eyelashes that I'm incredibly jealous of, and everyone says how he has such lovely dark eyes, and they do look dark in my monitor as well, but when you actually look up close to them, they are hazel. So I don't know if they're maybe going to lighten up a bit. Both me and Jeremy have hazel eyes. Mine lean really green, and his lean like a brownish and a blue hazel. And right now Wyatt's are still pretty brown, kind of like Jeremy's, so I'm curious to see how that is going to change as he gets older, or maybe he's just going to have really deep hazel eyes like he has currently. He is talking a ton. At his doctor's appointment, while we were in the waiting room, a really nice older lady complimented me. That sounds really weird, but I mean, it is due to their environment, so I guess I'm gonna take it as a compliment. Complimented me on how articulate he is, and I was really pleased to hear that because I spend a lot of time talking to him. I'm obviously here all day. I try not to talk to him in like a baby voice. I try to use some bigger words. I mean, we're not going through the dictionary or anything, but not just speaking to him in a really simplified manner. I try to talk to him like a small human. That sounds a little strange, but I feel like the more words he hears now, the better he'll speak later on. Oh, and just this morning, Jeremy brought him from his crib into bed with me, and I said, "Good morning, Wyatt," and he said good morning back to me for the first time, and it was so lovely. But he says words like flowers, he says go, 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 he says go away, hi, bye, like his basic words as well. And I'm just really proud of how well he's talking, and I think it's to do with, one, me being home with him and getting that one-on-one interaction all the time. Ooh, he's smelling my deodorant right now and smushing it all into the cat. Okay, that's enough of that. It's all in the cap now. Ta-ta. And two, him obviously being the second child and the age gap being so great between him and Max. Max is almost 8 now, which is crazy on its own. But he's not really around other small children, so he needs to bump up his language to go along with all of the older people he's around. Yeah. He is so mischievous. He is trouble. He is bad news bears. I wouldn't have it any other way, but some days when Jeremy gets home, I need to have a break. He is climbing on things, throwing things in both a like, oh, I'm having fun, I'm throwing this, and I'm mad throwing. He hits, and he started having tantrums if he doesn't get his way, which is a new ball game that has started in the last few weeks. So say I open up the pantry because I'm making Max's school lunch. He sees cheesies in there and it's not even 7 a.m. and he will throw a fit if he doesn't get the cheesies. He's not getting cheesies before breakfast. That's the sort of tantrum he's having lately. Or we are still nursing, so when I say no to him, that will be a tantrum. I'll get into that in a few minutes. Bedtime has been a fight every single night for a very long time, and honestly it's so exhausting. I would rather get up once or twice through the night to put him back to bed than not have him go to sleep until 11:30, 12 o'clock. Uh-oh, dry shampoo. Which is what has been happening. It's so exhausting never getting a second to yourself. I am a stay-at-home mom. I'm with him all day, every day. The only break I get is when he has his hour-and-a-half nap or so. And that's not that long either. I need to make choices on what I'm going to do in that time. Am I going to do a whole bunch of laundry? Am I going to eat lunch? Edit a video, film a video, those types of things. I don't have me time during that time because it's in the middle of the day and I have things to do. So I'd much rather him go to bed at 8 o'clock. I wake up with him maybe once or twice, but still getting like 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock to myself and Jeremy. Because it's really hard being so tired because it's midnight. I'm tired, I'm cranky, and then we're both picking at each other, me and Wyatt. Like, just go to sleep, and he's tired and cranky at that point. Did you pinch your finger? Uh-oh, well you're not supposed to be at Mommy's bedside table. You come talk to the camera with me? Going back to nursing for a second, we are still nursing. He is 18 months, obviously, that's what this video is, and I'm feeling really done. We've been talking about having a third, and I'm at the point where the age gap would be really great, but him being 18 months, pregnant for 9 months before that, and I've been nursing this whole time, my body has been sustaining another life for over 2 years now, and I just kind of want a break for my body to be my own. So I really need some tips on weaning, because if I let him, he would wean all day, like a newborn. And I'm really trying hard to fight him on first thing in the morning, naps, and bedtime. And honestly, that really doesn't work that well, because then he's cranky, he's fighting me, ripping my shirt, and he will pinch my chest here if I don't give in to him. Get out of my makeup, please. And I think cold turkey would not be a good fit for us. I feel like that's going to do more harm than good. I would like to wean him slowly, but definitely need some tips. I of course do distractions if he wants milk when he doesn't need it for going to sleep or anything. I will try and be like, oh, are you hungry? Do you want to go get a snack in the kitchen? That sort of thing. But just give me more tips. I might be already doing them, but give me more tips, please. He has a love-hate relationship with his brother Max. So Max is in school, and when he comes home from the bus, Wyatt mauls him. He misses him so much. He dives on him, gives him hugs, kisses, wants to play with him. But Max is almost 8 and doesn't always want to play with a 1-year-old. So a lot of times he wants to go play in his room with his Lego, the small Legos that Wyatt's obviously not allowed to play with, or play video games. If it's the weekend, Wyatt is not allowed to play video games, things like that. And then Wyatt gets really upset that Max doesn't want to play with him. And then other times the roles are reversed. Max will want to finally play with Wyatt, but it's usually after telling him no for an hour straight, so Wyatt occupies himself. And then Max like gets in Wyatt's face and is like, why don't you want to play with me? Love me. And Wyatt will like haul off and hit him. I thought the sibling rivalry would be like later because of the age gap. Like if they were close together, obviously even as like toddlers and preschoolers, they would have little tiffs, but I thought because Max was so much older, they wouldn't really argue that much until Wyatt was older as well. But they did. Uh-oh, you want a sneaker? Nice shoes. You want to show them? We got one sock, one shoe. The monitor is over here. That's what he's looking at. Who's that baby in the mirror? Who's that baby in the mirror? Baby. Can you see? It's a baby.
Papa.
Yeah. Wyatt is also getting into the age of being super helpful. At least he thinks he's being helpful, and I love it so much. I think Max didn't really get to this stage until a little later, but Max is also like, whether it be daycare or a babysitter or you know what have you, during the days he was always with somebody else. He loves helping me cook, which that is the most unhelpful helping that he does. I'll be trying to cook supper and he's pulling pots and pans out of the cupboards and then trying to set them up on the stove or up on the counter, which I'm obviously trying to nip in the bud because that's dangerous, obviously. And also if we have places to be, it's really frustrating to be trying to cook a quick meal and having to like trip over pots and pans or trip over a toddler every time you turn around. But he helps with the laundry. You guys would have seen that in my power hour with a toddler. He was really helpful in that video. He likes cleaning. I can give him a wet cloth and he'll wipe things down for me. And he'll also help put away the groceries, though not in the right spots, but he's trying. He'll go into the bags and put things on shelves in the pantry, or we have a dresser where his food goes in one of the drawer, and he stuffs like whatever he gets his hands on in there. I think he thinks if we leave it there, he can get it out later. Yeah. And I've also been working with him on making choices, which he really enjoys, and I feel like that has mitigated a lot of the tantrums he has been having. So say I'm making lunch and I can ask him, do you want this or this, if I have a picture. Or he really doesn't want to get ready for bed, well then I'll just open up his pajama drawer and he can pick which pajamas he wants, and then he's more excited to get changed into them. Same with reading a book. Instead of me picking a bedtime story, I let him choose. Yeah, it takes longer because he likes to look at a lot of options, but the end result, like, it makes it quicker, if that makes sense, because I'm not having to deal with tears or tantrums or anything because he chooses what he wants himself. I don't know if a lot of this, I feel like I'm not articulating what I am trying to convey as best as I could. But I think that's all I have to update you guys on for Wyatt's 18-month update. I don't really have much to share with you postpartum wise. I guess I could do like a different update for that. Maybe talk about my workouts, how I'm feeling about my body, that sort of thing. So if you want that video, let me know, but it's not going to be in this one. Overall, Wyatt is such a joy and I love him so much. Obviously, he's my kid. I feel like everyone should feel this way about their children, but I am just so grateful to have the chance to stay home with him. I didn't have this opportunity with Max, and I can't really say it's like a regret because there is no way I could have stayed home. It's not like I chose to do other things rather than staying home with Max. Like there was no option there, but Jeremy is giving me and like supporting me in this choice. He's giving me the option to stay home with the kids, and I just really love that. I feel like I could do another video as well. Like all the video ideas are just pouring out of me right now on like why I chose to become a stay-at-home mom. Yeah. And I feel like my story is a little bit different than others. I was gonna say everyone else's, like I'm so unique. No, just than a lot of others. Like I received my university degree during my stay-at-home mom journey and then have continued to stay at home. Let me know if you want that video. I feel like I could plan something out. Yeah. I'm gonna stop rambling. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing a little more about Wyatt, what he's doing, what he's like at this age. I need to get back into vlogging a little bit more because I like going back and watching those myself, and then you guys get a sneak peek into what our lives look like on a daily basis, you know, what he's doing, that sort of thing. Please do give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!